Looking good, Libra. I don't know if I said that to you last week or not, or if that was Leo. But hopefully all is well. We're going to hit you up with your reading for March 1st to 7th, 2021. Give you an oracle card here, just get you a general vibe of the reading. Then we're going to do a 3-card spread, past, present, future. A couple clarifiers and an outcome card. See what we got for you, Libra. Hopefully, again, as I say, all is well. But for your general pop card, we've got the Never-Ending Story. La 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 la. But the Never-Ending Story is a card of, kind of sometimes over dramatizing something, sometimes dwelling on something that's happened and just feeling like, oh, it just keeps happening over and over and over, and kind of creating a self-fulfilling prophecy sometimes where you feel like this is just going how it was before and it's just going to turn out that way, even though you have the power to change that. So we will keep that in mind as we go about the reading, Libra. But let's get you your 3-card spread. Hopefully we can get you out of this funk, Libra. Hopefully some good messages and advice will come through the cards. I always hate to see that stuff. Like, people are kind of stuck in cycles, but unfortunately it is a part of everyday life that happens to us. So for your past, we've got the King of Swords. King of Swords is kind of an older person, somebody who's very knowledgeable when it comes to like communications and thoughts. They only take the truth. They're very analytical. It's a person who very much only takes the emotion out of things and is like, here we are. This is like the facts. This is just it. Like, what is the best thing to do, regardless of how I feel about a situation, right? So that's in your past. So maybe you've recently met a King of Swords type person, or you have been in that kind of vibe yourself, being a King of Swords, being very much, I'm going to only do things in a very analytical way, in a very truthful, honest way, take the emotion out of things. So we got that in your past. In your present, we got the 4 of Cups, a card of sort of daydreaming, card of gifts coming in. You see this hand that's offering the cup to this person. But it's also a card of sort of dissatisfaction, feeling like what you have isn't what you want. This guy's kind of daydreaming and trying to manifest these cups, but he's kind of not satisfied with just 4 cups. He wants more, right? Or he wants something different at least. So it kind of feels like right now you're kind of not satisfied with what you have. Maybe you kind of feel dissatisfied that you're not like a King of Swords, or maybe you're feeling dissatisfied in that you can't have fun emotionally, right? You're being so like locked into this like truth type energy, right? You're being locked into like, I only take the truth and I only take the emotion out of stuff and whatever, and it's kind of making you feel dissatisfied and making you feel like you want like just to forget what your brain's telling you, let your heart rule over you, right? But you're trying to unlock that potentially. So let's see what's in your future. We've got the 9 of Pentacles. This is a card of independence, a card of self-sufficientness. It's a card of being happy with your material world that's around you, kind of enjoying your time alone. Not to say that you can't enjoy time with other people, but getting more in touch with yourself, right? Enjoying those kind of little moments where it's like, looking at your home and being like, actually I'm happy with my home, or I can do like an improvement here, and then like this is even better, right? That kind of a thing. So maybe maybe that's the kind of thing, like in the past you can kind of looking at stuff as like, you've been looking at it very analytically and taking the emotion out of things and thinking like you're not being independent. You're not being independent. You're not being, able to do things on your own, and like you're trying to move into this, trying to be moving into being self-sufficient and not relying on others when it comes to things. It's kind of what I'm seeing here. But we got this Never-Ending Story card here, which is kind of saying overall that it feels like maybe you keep cycling into this. You keep cycling into this, like feeling like we got some pop outs. You keep cycling into this feeling of like I can't do things on my own, and I need to keep doing things on my own, or I need to keep relying on others for stuff. And it seems like that's kind of like the hard truth. You keep kind of like feeling like that kind of thing. But oh, excuse me, Libra. But remember, I appreciate any support you want to give. You want to leave a like on the video and subscribe. because I do videos like this every week, obviously. And I also do them not just for you, Libra, but for all 12 signs. So you can check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising videos after this one to get a full picture of what's coming to you in the weeks ahead, potentially. But between the King of Swords and the Four of Cups, we got a couple pop-outs here. We got the Page of Pentacles, or the Page of Wands, rather, and and the Fool. So, a new start, for sure. A new start for sure. Again, we were talking about you wanting to get away from like the sort of truth analytical type energy we were talking about before, and the Page of Wands would be that. It would be starting a passionate, bold, desiring like new project, or just getting in touch with your passions and your desires rather than looking at things in an analytical way. So I like that. But with the Fool is like starting a journey. Like we've got two start cards here, right? So I feel like you're trying to start something, and maybe with the Four of Cups, you're feeling sort of dissatisfied with it. Like you're kind of maybe feeling dissatisfied, and that's why you're trying to get a start going, potentially. The Fool's going to jump off this cliff, learn how to fly on the way down. He's got everything he needs between his ears. He's got everything he needs in that little sack he's got tied to his banner here. And he's got a loyal companion that is some sort of weird monkey dog thing, but like it's good enough for him, and that's good enough for me. So, but it seems like you're definitely starting some sort of something here with those two. Some sort of passionate new beginning, right? And maybe that's what you're doing. Instead of being dissatisfied with it, you're daydreaming about it, right? You're not actually taking action on it. And maybe that's part of the never-ending story, right? Maybe you are just kind of never-endingly kind of like daydreaming about the life you could have, but never taking action on it. So between the Four of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles, we got the Devil. This is Capricorn. So maybe you got Capricorn in your chart. Maybe you want to check out their reading afterwards, even if you don't. But this is a card of feeling chained to something. A card of feeling, like that's what I'm getting here. Like there's more meanings aside from that, like feeling like you're being manipulated, feeling like you're manipulating someone else, enjoying your kind of physical world, physical pleasures and that thing. But what I'm seeing here is it feels like you're chained. Like we got the never-ending story card here. It just feels like you're chained to this situation and you're never taking action on it. But the thing is, the chains aren't on tight. The chains are on very loose, and you can take them off at any point. And it's like you just don't realize that. You think just because there's chains on you, you're stuck, right? But the fact is, you can take that off at any point and be like, nope, I'm done. I'm moving on. So I like that. And it's moving into the Nine of Pentacles, which is independence, which is you kind of having your your own world all set and ready to go. So I like that. But for an outcome card, we got Temperance. Temperance is a card of balance. It's a card of mixing two things. This is Sagittarius' card. It's a card of, mixing two things to make something even better, right? So what can be happening here in your future is like, you're taking the chains off and you're mixing kind of that analytical mind we got with the King of Swords, that kind of like truth be told kind of thing, and you're mixing it with your passion and new desires that you're starting out with the Page of Wands, the Fool. And you're leading to independence, and it's leading to you not having to rely on people anymore. You're mixing together two of your strengths. You're very good when it comes to your mind, seeing the truth of things, seeing the facts of things, and mixing that with your passions as well to make something better. So I really like that, and that's going to break the chains on the Devil and the never-ending story, and you're going to be released from all that kind of stagnant bad energy, and you're going to be moving forward from that, Libra. So I really enjoy that. That's awesome. I hope that helps you out in the weeks to come. Remember to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising videos after this. Like and subscribe. Appreciate all the support you want to give. And most important of all, Libra, I hope to see you in the next video.